The UK's main opposition, Labour Party, wants to extend Britain's windfall tax on oil and gas companies, with proceeds used to fund a total freeze on energy bills over the winter. Joining us now for more on this is our Lizzy Burden. Lizzy, what can we actually expect from Keir Starmer today?
Well, he's dominating the headlines for the first time in a long time today. Keir Starmer really responding to all this criticism that there's a policy vacuum. You've got a zombie government, Boris Johnson effectively a lame duck, and even the former Prime Minister Gordon Brown's weighed in with what he would do if he were in charge. So finally, we've got Keir Starmer's plan. He wants to continue the windfall tax, which of course was originally Labour's idea and the Conservatives adopted, and use that to help freeze energy bills, which is really painful for consumers. This is what's adding to inflation. The Bank of England sees it rising above 13% in the fall. But the fact that Labour's pushing for this really heaps pressure on the two candidates to replace Boris Johnson, because this is a popular idea. There's a YouGov poll in the Times today showing that it goes down very well with Conservative voters, especially. And when you've got inflation high and companies raking in the profits like Aramco, it goes down well with the voter.
So it influences policy.
Indeed. Well, you've already seen Sunak adopt this policy before, but Liz Truss says that she is not open to a new windfall tax. So she's the front runner. It's unlikely to happen if she wins.
And then still strikes, something that we hadn't seen in the UK for a long time.
Yeah, it's being dubbed by the UK press the summer of discontent, like the winter of discontent in the 70s. You've already had the transport strikes, the barristers, and now the doctors are threatening to strike as well. The British Medical Association says that over the past 13 years, the doctors have had a 25% pay cut. Truss says that the government has to take control to avoid a wage price spiral, but it's a difficult argument to make when the public sector isn't really in control of prices. It's not really contributing to a wage price spiral. But we're likely to get more data this week on jobs and inflation, showing that the labour market's still tight, inflation's still climbing, so really the power's in the hands of the workers for now.
What's amazing is that we don't see actually Labour behind any of the strikers. Is that
it's
fair?
a very difficult one for Labour, because on the one hand, this is the party of the unions, but on the other hand, they're meant to be a government in waiting, so they can't look like they're being steamrolled by them.